Coil up or coil down? It's a dilemma as old as time. Today we will try returning to the coil up. Whereas I've recently, in the last year maybe, switched to the coil down, but last night I thought maybe the coil up as opposed to the coil down, right? We want to get to like the position right before load. And for some reason, when I originally first learned about coiling with the NTS system, it seemed way more natural to me to just go from set to setup to load. So that it's this kind of coil, so that as my torso is rotating, my arm is just coming up, and that's it. As opposed to the coil down approach, where set up, then load, where it's got like an extra step in it. I don't know, at some point I switched, and I think maybe it's worth revisiting going back to the other approach. So that's what today is about. I mean, that's what I say it's about. But it always ends up being about other things. But that's my initial motivation. A gift has been found. Cool. Could be a crow. There's a lot of turkeys here too. I like it. I like it. And today I'm wearing my ugliest pants. C-spot. Collapsing the shot. You can see that, right? That was a coil down. It was like a hybrid. No. I never even got to anchor. This is gonna take some getting used to. The coolness of nighttime is descending upon the fields. Oh, I got a long ways to go, but I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel good, I mean, remember how yesterday I was like, I don't know if I remember what a good shot feels like? I'm saying now, I know I have a ways to go, but I feel like the skeleton of what feels like a good shot in some of those shots. So when I say that I feel like I can feel the skeleton of a good shot in those shots, there's an awful lot going wrong in those shots. I'm still anticipating, I'm still rushing the shot. You can see me doing these moments of herky jerk where it's like as soon as I get to anchor, I want to just release it. This is a long-standing problem for me. And what I'm noticing though tonight in these last couple of ends is I can feel like a whisper of interrupting that reaction and putting choice in it, because I feel like that's the key thing about holding that I have not been achieving. Like it's easy for me to just say, oh, I'm not holding, but like what's not happening when I'm not getting to holding? What's not happening? I am not allowing myself a sense of choice at the end of the shot. I think part of it is I think I have embedded some kind of confused notion that the shot should be sort of surprising and effortless, like that that when the release happens there should be some sort of like instinctive element to it or something. I think somehow that's in there a bit. Definitely there's a huge amount of fear in feeling like I can't complete the shot, I don't have the strength to hold the bow open, I gotta just like let the arrow go and give it my best, blessings and be on its way. And so I need to change the idea that the shot isn't intentional. The shot needs to be extremely purposeful and intentional. I need to allow myself to believe that that is true, that the shot needs to be a manifestation of my intention through the entire shot. And I think the idea that, I think part of it is this idea that in holding, we go into kind of like a subconscious realm. Like people sometimes talk about like an unconscious or a subconscious with holding, that it's where like your brain kind of shuts off and you go into sort of this like robot mode where you're, I think I have wildly misinterpreted what is supposed to be happening there. And I won't go into it now except to say that I think reinterpreting it is not serving me right now. I think what I have to do is just forget about that and just make the shot fully intentional. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. I need to mow the lawn and it's getting dark, so I'm gonna stop here for tonight. This is where we've ended up. Yeah, my release. I'm gonna give myself some self-compassion around working on the release right now. I'm just gonna keep working on the holding. I'm gonna keep working on controlling the shot all the way through. And it's very tempting for me to think, well, if I'm controlling the shot all the way through, then I should be futzing with and messing with every aspect of the shot the whole way through. Like, I should be fixing my release right now. But I think for now, just being aware of the release is enough, because it's the moment prior to the release where I feel like, to me, it feels like that's where my biggest problem lies, is in the moment before whenever the release is happening. So I want to continue to get to a point where I feel like I'm choosing when that moment is happening, rather than feeling like I have to force it to happen or else the outcome will be worse, which usually is how the shots feel. And I think that's kind of getting at the core of why it feels like I was losing my sense of what made a good shot. Is what makes a good shot and a strong shot is that sense of intention through the shot, right? Like, the shot isn't strong if you're not if you're not controlling it in a way. And I don't mean controlling in this like locked down, like I'm controlling it, but when you feel like you're at the mercy of your own weakness, that's what I mean. Is if you feel like you're at the mercy of your own weakness and you have to let the bow go, you have to let the arrow go, or else it's all will be lost. That is not a position of strength. The position of strength is a position of choice, in choosing how the outcome of the shot, how the progress of the shot, how the shot evolves, how the shot ripens, right? So that is what I'm going to continue to work on, is choosing the progress of the shot. The details and the nuances of the shot, like keeping my bow arm more steady, how I do the follow through, what the heck is going on at release. I'm going to consider that details right now, and I'm going to work on the broader strokes of maintaining that strength, purpose, intention, and control throughout the shot, all the way to follow through. Yeah.